Hello, everybody. Thanks very much for inviting me. It's a bit of a strange situation because you can see me, but I can't see you. I mean, I'm very happy that to be able to see at least a number of you, because if we were in a real setting, I would have asked how many of you are directly from Frankfurt and how many from the region, but since I can't do that, I'm going to give you my little presentation, and I'm happy to answer your questions. Hang on, I'll try to get the, okay. Are you able to see the front page of the okay, all right. Okay, my main topic is because spring just started and two of our publications just came out, is park portraits. But to start with, I'm going to give you a little bit of information about who we are and where we work. And the KulturRegion has been founded 15 years ago, and up to now, we have 52 members, and each member is a municipality or a county or the Regionalverband FrankfurtRheinMain. And as you can see, or hopefully can see, Frankfurt is in the middle, but it's about a radius of around 50 kilometers around Frankfurt. And there is lots to see and experience. And we have a number of projects, and in the chat I wrote down our website. Here you can see it as well. And we have a range of projects we work with, and I'm going to give you a brief overlook over our most tangible projects. One to start with is the root of industrial culture, Rhine-Main. The thing is that the region Frankfurt-Rhine-Main is not at all very well known for its manufacturing sector, but rather for its services. And yeah, but for example, if you enter the city of Frankfurt and you see Jonathan Borowski's Hammering Man, the statue, this is part of the root of industrial culture, because it comprises a lot of different types of buildings and infrastructure and so on, and arts as well, as you can see on the slide. For example, where it all started, and of course, steam engines, not only in the UK, but also in Germany. This is an old waterwork in Hattersheim. It's still running at times in peak hours. Yeah, we do deal with historic trains as well. This is the Frankfurt main station on the open days of industrial culture. It's a lot about cultural and industrial heritage. It's about transformations. Here you can see, I don't know whether or not you may know it, the old Druckwasserwerk. It's near the West Harbor in Frankfurt. And this is what it used to look like. And now it's a very fancy restaurant and really worthwhile visiting if you're able to do that. And of course, there is the manufacturing sector. This is an example from Rolls-Royce in Oberursel, still running. And yeah, this is the company formerly known as Höchst, now Infrasurf, and this is also a piece of art, and the whole entire building where it's situated is a piece of art. And at times you're able to visit it, because during the open days of industrial culture, that's every summer for 9 days. Yeah, manufacturing sites or industrial sites or historical sites will open their doors and show what they have on offer to the public. And we have, each year you have a different focus topic, and this year it will be networking. And well, our main visitors used to be people sort of say well beyond 50, but we managed to address also younger audiences. And we do have an offspring where we have an educational program where we address young audiences and try to bring them into contact with the mechanical ages and what industry is all about. But now I'm going to move to the main topic of today, because we have a project that deals with green and open spaces, and it's called GartenRheinMain. And this this program has been out for a week now, or a couple of days, and it has over 200 pages and more than 650 events between April and December all over the region. And here as well, we deal with a focus topic. Not all of our events are within the range of the focus topic, but around a third. And the focus topic in 2021 is green in transformation. And what could you expect when you go? For example, guided tours and workshops, for example, dealing with urban gardening projects. It's about diversity and visiting places. And as you can see in the picture, you can visit these places without destroying them, because sometimes you have real trails that won't interfere with what's going on. You will understand about the complex symbiosis between insects and plants. There are open days of gardens, private gardens, and you will have an opportunity to go and see and experience that. This is a piece of art that was shown in Bad Homburg, in the park that's adjacent to the castle of Bad Homburg, in the so-called Blickachsenausstellung. And this is a concept art by Yoko Ono, and she had a wish tree in Bad Homburg, and that worked out this way, that there were slips of paper and cords, and everyone had the opportunity to write down their respective wishes and hang it up on these orchid trees. In this case, it was an apple tree, and then visitors could also walk around and read what everybody or other people had written. Yeah. And there are also very interesting garden fairs. And to address the question that came up before I gave the presentation, yes, these gardens and parks are all over the region. And this, for example, is Schloss Wolfsgarten in Langen, which is south of Frankfurt, and it opens twice a year, and it has a beautiful garden fair in September. And if we're all lucky, it will actually take place this year, because unfortunately last year, due to COVID, this wasn't possible. And in addition to the program with the events, we have a book. How would I say? It's a magazine. It's a magazine in the A4 format, and it's called Park Portraits. And it gives an overview of almost 120 parks within the Frankfurt-Rheinmain region, starting from Aschaffenburg in the east, going around the Rhine River, or also in the south. It would be in Darmstadt, or even further south, and to the north, almost to Gießen. And it's you can get it in our company free of charge. You only have to pay for the postal service, or you can come to our place and collect it. And this is what it looks like inside. This is the concept. This is, for example, 2 pages. Every park has 1 page. And there are all kinds of parks. We have monastery gardens, for example, in Seligenstadt also. Well, this is, you could take a boat on the River Main to go to Seligenstadt, for example. It has beautiful a garden with a lot of herbs and so on. There are spark parks, pheasant trees, orangeries and botanical gardens, baroque gardens, English landscapes, public parks, regional nature parks, the regional park, and so on. And this is, for example, here you can see the park in Bad Soden, which is close to Frankfurt, near in the Taunus area. And the Hafen Park is also a park, but it has also a lot of leisure facilities. Yeah, it's big. It's very well known for skaters and calisthenic. There's calisthenic, all kind of operational services there. Okay. Yes. Within this region, we have a very, very rich history. And in former times, the Frankfurt-Rheinmain area would consist of many different little sort of kingdoms, yeah, with their castles, and very typically they have a park around it. And this is, for example, the White Tower in Bad Homburg and the park surrounding it. Another example is Bad Schwalbach, which is in the Rheingau area. And in Bad Schwalbach, there used to be quite a big horticulture show only a few years ago. And this was an impulse for them to bring sort of their respective park back into shape. And it's really worth visiting. And this is not very well known, but really worth a visit, especially when they have the sculpture symposium. This is a place called Nidda Bad Salzhausen. It's north of Frankfurt. It's around 3/4 of an hour to go there by car, and it's huge. And it's also a spa town, and it's like a time warp to go there. And the park is really worth going as well. And this is a picture I took yesterday in the Botanical Garden in Frankfurt. So you can see there's a huge range of parks we have within our region. And sometimes it's just hit and miss, or you hear it by someone will tell you about a park they have visited, but it's all there in our brochure, in our magazine. So what you can do is you can collect our program and our park portraits, but you can also go on our website, and we have an interactive map there, and there are color codes, and all the anything that's green would be a park, and then you can zoom into it. For example, here this is Frankfurt, and then you can get information about the respective site. And this is, for example, this is also a spa park in Bad Orb. Unfortunately, up to now, the written information is in German only, but you seeing the maps and the pictures will give you an idea of what it looks like. Oh, here's, for example, this is the castle in Eltville, which also has a nice park around. And yeah, if you want to go on a day trip, and please consult our interactive map, and you will find loads of places worth visiting. Well, who are we? Amanda just said, KulturRegion, this is our team. We're around 12, and actually we're next door neighbors to the international office. We live on the same floor, and a colleague of Amanda took this picture, which is really nice. Yes, and we've been networking with our project. I only presented the most tangible ones to you right now for more than 15 years. And the idea is to foster regional identity and to support our local municipalities, especially the smaller ones, bringing stakeholders together and working with good practice transfer. So in a nutshell, and very briefly, this is my presentation. Thank you very much.